turns this baby fascism that we have into a police state where none of us can be in the streets. A police state putting on the internet right now because a cop could come up to your house because they know where you live and they could ask you and they could take you, and if you are a terrorist, you have no rights. And so I'm tired because I'm wondering, when are we going to wake up? And when are we going to finally say that even if I might be hurt today, even if I die here, at least I made the choice. And at least I know that I'm protecting other people. So if you can't be out there, if you can't be on the front line, you better make very sure, I'm stopping myself from swearing, very sure that you know where you're supported and what your role is. Because if you're out here tonight, I know you want to help and I know you want things to change, but it will not be easy and it will not be simple. I'm tired. But I really hope that you join us because we're running out of time and I want a better future.
All right. How y'all doing out there? Y'all good? I mean, you guys are part of a revolution, so you should make a little bit more noise than that. Y'all good? Now I'm gonna say a couple of things in rapid succession. Just bear with me. I also sometimes slur my words and stuff, so please forgive me for that. One, as you come out and protest, no matter if you are black, if you're worried about your safety, if you're unregistered or anything like that, there are other ways to protest. You don't always have to come out and be on the front lines, but if you do come out and protest, please wear a mask. We're in a pandemic, so you should be doing that anyways. But if you're worried about your safety, if you're worried about being photographed or being reposted online, wear a mask, at least. Wear glasses as well, but at least do that. There's a lot of confusion and people getting upset if you are not. I know that seems strange and be hard to take in, but you are not safe. What we are doing is illegal. Let me repeat that to all of you. What we are doing is illegal, but you're doing it, and the reason why you're protesting is you don't give a fuck. So with that, if you are here and you don't wear a mask, or if you go to any other protest, or you know of anyone going to any protest, share these words with them. Cover up to stay safe. But fuck it. Now, for those who are willing to risk and show their face, that are willing to risk their bodies, because that's what protesting is, and that's what they mean by the revolution won't be televised. You don't get to watch from home and say that you are part of this. The fist comes together. The fist is one. The individuals are easy to knock down. You don't knock down this. So, as you sit up here and your friends, your family, or whatever else, try to convince them to protest. I don't just mean this protest, I mean period. This shit is not televised. You do not get to watch it from the comfort of your homes. If you're going to sit up here and risk your body, be safe about it, be mindful about it, be aware of what you're doing. Do not cry about it later if you get arrested or you get maced or whatever else. That is the cost of a revolution. That is the cost of fucking change. Now, With that being said, I know that might make you nervous and be like, man, I ain't signed up for all this shit. Maybe it's time for me to go. I don't know if all this is gonna go through. I don't know if my voice alone is gonna make change. At one point, they never thought that black people would be free. Like, let that sink in. Every black face you've ever seen thought that they would not be free, thought that they would be a slave forever. They thought that we would never be able to be in a school with white children, that we would always be the second class. So when we come together and we fight for this movement, don't fucking doubt, not for 1 second, that you're able to make a change. Because earlier today, we went to City Hall. I dropped my car in the middle of City Hall, right on their steps, right on their property, which is our property. Remember that. A security guard came up to me and said, hey man, I appreciate what you're doing. I understand what you're doing, but you gotta move your vehicle. I said no. Maybe 10 people came behind me. They didn't say a word. They just stood behind me. That man went back into City Hall, came out a few minutes later, apologized and said, my bad. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. We then marched over to the parking lot where Patrick Kittens was killed. There was maybe 30, 40 of us. We just had a speaker system in the back of a truck. And we took up a space. We occupied space. And we said, we ain't going until who's ever in charge of this space comes down here and talks to us. We are not leaving until someone talks to us and understands what we need. The mother of Patrick, all she wanted was the flowers that she put down to remember her son, the memorial with just flowers and a cross to be left alone. Because every day they would take it down and throw it away. I say in no less than maybe an hour, the manager came down. The manager spoke with Patrick's mother. The manager said, you know what? I don't know who you spoke to, but they were wrong. You can put down flowers for your son. You can put the cross down for your son. You can have a memorial for your son right here. Now the thing is, words are meaningless unless there's action behind them. So I said, that's great. But we, and I mean people like me, not just my skin color, but people with good hearts, we are going to hold you accountable to those words. We are going to make sure you live up to the obligation that you just signed yourself up for. Today, you came here for something bigger than yourself. Something that hopefully will change the world. Hold me accountable, hold yourself accountable, hold your neighbors accountable. That's the only way we're going to sit up here and continue this on. Because the first 308 days, 308 days is what it took for the civil rights movement to really start knocking down some fucking walls. We've been doing it for less than 30, and people are already wavering. People are questioning and infighting with each other about a politics of a revolution, for a politics of a protest. Stop that shit. Leave that shit. We do not always get to choose our leaders. Sometimes they are thrust upon us because it is time for change, and they're brave enough to step up to do it. Sometimes you must realize that the past is the past. But this is the thing. To forgive is not to forget. Is to accept. So when I look at my own family, my in-laws, I know they're not perfect. I know that they have faults, but I know they love their grandchild. So I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep forgiving them, and hopefully one day they'll realize that me standing here, and so hopefully their grandchild can stand here and just play and not have to do what I'm doing right now. So as you go out and you take on this part, because there's several parts and there's going to be a lot of action called upon you. But as you do this part, do it with the open heart. Remember, the people that we are fighting against are people. We want to change them, not kill them. We want to educate them about our viewpoint. You have to talk to people. It might be hard to talk to people, but you have to do it. You don't get to not do it because you're tired. You don't get to not do it because you've already had this conversation before. You don't get to not do this because you're too busy today and you feel like you might be risking a little bit too much. Because if you don't, then people die. And that's the whole fucking reason you're here right now. Now, today, we're going to march. There's not 5,000 people to protect you, but you're still a fist. So as we march, we will say together, we will say tight, we'll be a unit, we will be a fist. No matter your color, we are that fist. So as we go out, which isn't going to be right this moment, but we are going to leave soon. As we go out, stay together, stay tight, stay with the group. Our message is Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. But within that, there's a subtle thing that I think a lot of people forget. When we say matter, we mean we are equal. We want equality. So no matter what you are, Black plus, you are still Black. So when we sit up here and say Black Lives Matter, we do not segregate that into categories of knocking other people down to prop other people up. We're trying to save all Black lives. And I don't know about these people behind me, but I'm gonna speak for you right now. Once the police and that police state situation that we are fucking stuck in is done with, because we are gonna get to the other side of that damn hill.
ICE is fucking next. It is called the United States of America. Not the United States for whites, not the United States for the light-skinned, not the United States for any fucking sexual. It's the United States. We are all the fist.